All right, now we want to talk to you now about air pressure. And have you ever jumped into a swimming pool and dove down kind of deep under the water? Could you feel the pressure? Was it pushing on your ears? I mean, you ever dive in the deep end? Yeah. Have you been in the deep end? Am I telling it right, that you feel pressure? Or I know when you have on...
No, because he never goes under.
Have on hip waders and you walk out into a creek, you feel the water squeezing your legs. It's pushing the boots into your leg. This is a hyperbaric chamber. Hyper means more. If your mom says, hey, quit being hyper, that means you're more active than I want you to be, right? Hyper, right? Hyperbaric means more air pressure. And actually, it's kind of good for you. In fact, we think that the early Earth probably had more air pressure than we do today. And that would be a good thing because it would force oxygen in better, and that explains why dinosaurs that with small lungs but big bodies could have lived. Think about it. And so here's a hyperbaric chamber at the Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas, where my brother goes and works occasionally. And here's one in Longview, Texas, where the beds are hyperbaric chambers. They raise the lid and lock it down, and you get in there and they pressurize it, and people heal quicker, their burns and different diseases. And Ms. Ball has been in the hyperbaric chambers a number of times. Here's somebody down in the deep end of a swimming pool. Can you see them? Boy, I bet they're feeling some pressure, you think? Well, we're not sure about this. You know, I said at the beginning, we weren't there in the past, so we don't really know. But there's something that was very different about the early Earth, the pre-flood world. For one, people lived an average of 912 years. They had huge families, dozens of children, because they had so many years. In fact, usually the Bible will say so-and-so was this old. He was like 105 years old, and he had his first son, you know. Or so-and-so got married at age 95. When I had a teenage daughter, I loved that plan. I love to quote that scripture. You know, wait till you're 95 to get married. You know, be safe then. But we think that there's something different about the earth. Whether it was a bubble, a canopy around it, I don't know. But something caused it to have a worldwide tropical climate. There's fossils in the polar, North Pole, South Pole, of warm weather plants like ferns. There was no wind, no storms, no desert or ice wastelands, a continual growing season, lush vegetation worldwide. There was something that prevented the X-rays and ultraviolet rays and all that, gamma rays from not hitting us. And people lived for so long, and we had huge animals. The fossil record is full of huge animals that today are small. There was huge pigs, there was huge horses, huge ground sloths. Just about everything was real big. Dragonflies, 3-foot wingspan, and so on. So what was the cause of that? Could it have been the extra air pressure, kind of like water pressure, but a little different? We want to demonstrate for you now that there's pressure in this room. Did you know there's almost 15 pounds for every square inch of surface in this room? This is over an inch, but 15 pounds of air pushing on all of us. Now, why don't we get crushed? Because we really are an open system. We're taking that air in, and so basically the pressure equalizes on both sides.
Air has weight, and we call it pressure. It actually has weight, and it pushes on us. We don't notice it, but it does. And so we're going to prove today with this experiment that's, you don't want very much anyway, right?
Right.
Okay, explain to them what we're doing.
Okay, we've got a little bit of water in the bottom of this empty soda pop can. And I'm going to hold it because we're going to heat the bottom of it and heat up that water that's in there. And that water is also going to heat up the air, right? So let's see if there's any air pressure in this room. Okay? Y'all might want to go find a bunker somewhere.
We are going to heat the can up to where the water is almost boiling. It will be boiling, basically. And you watch for the steam that's going to come out. And then we're going to tip it upside down. And when it turns upside down in the water causes it to become a vacuum inside of here. So the pressure of the air on the outside is much greater than the inside. There won't be any air on the inside. And so the can won't be able to handle it. So y'all have to see what's going to happen. Oh, it's lit, honey.
I know. Give it some more encouragement. Tell me when you see steam.
Is there steam coming out yet?
Yes, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
You see steam?
Well, it's
Or is that
getting
smoke?
it too close to the smoke. Is that steam or smoke?
I think it's smoke. Tell me when you see steam coming out the top there.
It's just sooting up the bottom because you're so close.
All right, I'll go up a little bit. We don't do this every day. I think I see
How much
some.
water did you put in it?
Not very much. Let me try it.
Didn't get it hot. You didn't let it get hot enough.
Let's try it again. Do another one while
Don't
I'm
put too much.
do another one while I'm
Or
getting
maybe you
this
didn't
ready.
put enough.
Yeah, I don't know which. What's the next one you got? You go ahead and do the seeds, and I'll work on this one. Go ahead and do the
What?
seeds. Do the filler seeds.
while we're waiting?
Yeah, while we're waiting.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, we talked about how, water is like a miracle. Two explosive chemicals make up water. Well, I think there's lots of miracles in this room, but seeds are a miracle. These are spinach seeds. Anybody like spinach in here? These are watermelon.
I think I got
Anybody
steam.
like watermelon? This is a yellow watermelon.
All right, everybody watch. I think I got steam. Ooh, see it?
It crushed it.
It crushed it.
He didn't crush it. The
Uh-uh.
air pressure on the outside crushed it. Do it again. While I'm talking about seeds.
Okay.
These are Kentucky Wonder green beans. Okay? But I have some, and these are wildflower seeds that I bought that I haven't planted. But I have some really special seeds up here. These are called filiary seeds. Does this look like can you see that? Wait. This seed plants itself. I know you think that's crazy, but it will. Let me show you. You can watch it. I'm going to let bread be the dirt, okay? Because it's soft. And I'm going to stick a couple of seeds in it. And of course, what do all seeds need before they can grow? Water. So I'm going to put a few of them in there just to make sure we can see. Oh, here's a good big one right here. Oh, I need my.
Y'all see any steam coming out of this can? Yeah, now it's coming out. All right, about ready for another one here.
Whoa.
See that caved in?
Okay, we're going to water our seeds. You've just got to water them just like all seeds. Watch what they do. Now, while that seed is fixing to do something. Tell them about the golden, what's it called? Not the golden triangle.
Oh, the golden ratio.
Yeah, the golden ratio.
Okay, let me take one of these. About what?
Now this seed, this big one has already started moving. They move really slow. Can y'all see it? They plant themselves.
This is what she's planting down on the other end. This is a filiary seed, and it has a little corkscrew shape to it. You can probably see. And then it's got this little curve here that is in what's called the golden spiral. Now follow me on this.
Can you see them moving?
You see this shape in nature a lot. You see it in ram's horns.
They're
you see it in
screwing
eagle
themselves
claws.
down into the bread. So that's what they do in nature. They
You see it in ocean waves and the crest, the curve
push
of that.
themselves down in the dirt by screwing around.
Even in the galaxies, you see this spiral right here. And it's connected with what's called the Fibonacci numbers. You ever heard of those? Okay. It's a little bit more complicated to explain without having a visual up here. But so this little thing is actually twirling down there as they are planting themselves in the dirt. They twirl slowly like this. And I just think it's extra cool that God has a seed or two that He designed to plant themselves. Just as they get the humidity from the air, they'll corkscrew themselves down in there. How cool is that?
Or maybe rain.
Or rain, yes.
Now I have another really cool seed. It doesn't look like a seed at all. It looks more like a, well, I'll let you decide what it looks like.
I got to soak it, dip it in water
Oh, yeah.
first. Let me go put it on the overhead thing, see what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, these seeds.
These are wild oat seeds.
These are wild oat seeds. This is not a bug, but they look like bugs. And boy, you should see what they do. They look like they come alive with these little crooked legs here, little one leg. And maybe the camera will be able to pick it up. If not, the heat from this might do it. Get them to turn. No, we need that. Oh,
Well, I was just going to use this so I
Okay.
could hold it up.
okay.
Here. Here, let me put a couple of them on there. It looks like a bug, but it's not. It's a wild, I can't get it out. I get them a little bit wet. Can't get them too wet, though. I think I got that one too wet.
Okay. What's for
Okay.
dinner? Can the camera see this? Look at there. That one's. Look at it turning. Can y'all see that? Can you see them moving?
Aren't they weird?
Tilt it toward the camera a little bit.
They flip over. You're about to... Don't catch the rubber seal on fire.
Let's put another one on there. Here's one.
Put him right in the middle.
Yeah.
I should have turned it upside down.
It's a cricket.
Ah!
What?
I don't know. They're just so creepy looking. Can y'all see them?
Tilt it to the camera lens. Yeah. Let's see that one turning over and over. And when you see a time-lapse photography of those, they're just all burrowing down into the dirt. Pretty amazing, huh?